Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? This is the first masterclass I'm presenting on 2019. I did a certain masterclass 2 days ago in a private group, but this is the first public masterclass of 2019. And this year, I want to do something different. Okay, 1 second to see. You can see my screen, you can hear me, you can see my face here. So, what I want to do different this year. I've learned a lot of things in the last 10 years in personal development, and I took a bit from here, a bit from here, and created some systems which are helping me not just to survive but to thrive. Also, they help me to plan in a certain way, to do things in a certain way, to use some success patterns to recover easy from failures. And what I wanted to do this year, and if you are in my online family, you should benefit from it. I want to create master classes where I will teach you everything I know in the personal development field, in business, in marketing, and things like that. My One of my goals for this year is to be able to impact 1 million people, the lives of 1 million people, with my articles, with the posts on social media, with the videos, with the master classes, with books, with the development of the other projects I'm involved with, as a mentor, as a marketer, as shareholder, and so on. And it's a pretty a large goal for me, but it's achievable, and of course will take a lot of dedication from my side. And I don't want to do this alone, of course. And usually those strategies which I'm about to show you in the master classes, usually I'm doing them alone, or I'm presenting them from time to time in private events. And I would like to open this world to everybody willing to invest the most important resource, the time, to actually watch the master classes. The master classes will be different from the short videos I'm doing. But anyway, no matter if they are long or short, I want to bring as much value possible. Those master classes will have also offers at the end for certain products and services. But if you remember what I've told you in at least one of the previous videos, I'm in what I'm doing in training and coaching, and with what I'm sharing, I don't hold anything back. So if there is something to be transmitted, it'll be transmitted 100%. Will not be transmitted like, okay, this is the idea. If you want more, you need to buy this product. And 80% of my content, of everything I'm sharing, is free. You just need to invest your time to actually go through what I'm publishing, and also to take the effort and sometimes the pain to implement. If you want some changes, if you want some improvements. And the 20% of the content is reserved for the paid products and services, and it is for the ones who want to achieve the results faster and with a lower rate of failure. So it's very simple. This is how I'm functioning. I don't expect every people to like me. I don't. um, I don't live to um, to please everybody. I just want to help. I just want to build a legacy. I just want to transmit from my own experience, from my own pains, from my own failures. And there is a big problem with social media. If you go through the posts today on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, everybody is I don't know, happy, wealthy, living, thriving, traveling, and so on, buying expensive things. But in the same time, there are so many people in huge depression, people in 30s, 40s, 50s, people who are suicide themselves, even people wildly successful. You could say that, I don't know, those people, they don't have access to a coach because they have a lot of money. But why then don't they don't invest in coaching? Why they don't, I don't know, contact somebody for help before taking their lives? And um, some of those people we know as being high achiever and very successful. Some of them are, maybe you can say, too proud of asking for help. But what they can do from the comfort of their homes, they can watch a video, they can watch a presentation, they can watch a master class. Also, there are some systems where you can improve so many things in your life. But I don't know, to get them, you need to go in the other part of the world, right? So what the internet made very easy is to be able to teach, to be able to share information available for anybody interested in that information around the world. One thing I'm doing, and it helps me a lot. Anyway, I like very much to go to the movies or to experience a nice movie or something like that. But I don't go. I don't watch news on TV, and I stay away from TV as much possible. And I want to invest that time, usually spent on TV, in building this content, building this legacy, building these social media accounts, where I want to share as much extremely valuable content. So I don't want to share bullshit. I don't want to show you what I'm eating, things like that, because I don't think they will bring any value. But I'm looking to share information which can really kickstart internal reactions, kickstart things, kickstart projects. So to be able to support you, okay? And the subject of the masterclass for today is how to kickstart the process to create your best year. It's a masterclass for entrepreneurs, marketers, and professionals, because most of my family, my online family, is created from these categories. So are either entrepreneurs or people who want to jump from corporation to entrepreneurship, marketers, people involved in marketing departments for companies or promoting products and services, and professionals, like doctors, lawyers, real estate agents, real estate brokers, and usually people um, want to achieve more on the life level, on the business level, and so on. So I would really like to serve this audience the best way I can. So when you watch a live masterclass or recorded masterclass or a video, to take something from there. And before doing that, I want to share you that um, in the last 3 years, I did something. So I've chosen a theme for that year, right? And the theme for this year, my theme for this year is implementation. So if I want to build this legacy, I need to implement it. I need to put the hours. I need to create the scripts. If I'm using slides, I need to research more. I need to read more, and I need to adjust my tone so my information to be as well as possible received. So please um, eliminate all distractions, take a notebook, and let's start diving into the masterclass of how to kickstart the process to create your best year. Okay, so the first thing, and this has to be done in the first 1 2 weeks of the new year. Take an A4 or A3. I'm using an A3 sheet of paper. Buy a set of colored pencils or borrow one from your children if you have children and start drawing the ear. It's very simple. It's an exercise I've learned from Vishen Lakiani, the owner of Mind Valley. Mind Valley, I believe, is the biggest publisher of personal development information in the world, and he does this in the first day of the year. But I will say not necessarily the first um, the first day of the year, but at least the first 1 to 2 weeks. So start drawing, designing the year. So let's say if you want to to have a Lamborghini this year, you should make a drawing of a Lamborghini. You say, okay, but I don't have talent drawing. It doesn't matter. Do something. If we want some more money, I don't know, create like a tree with coins in it, something like that. The purpose of this drawing is to trigger the creative part of the brain, and you need to keep this very close to I don't know, your main office, or where you will be able to see it almost on a daily basis. And maybe if you travel a lot, make a picture on the tablet of your drawing, so to be able to look at it on a daily basis. Okay, don't overthink, just do it. Whatever comes into mind, you can put text, you can put drawings and things like that. One of the things I've put here, because it's here very close, is to be able to impact 1 million people this year. Okay. And of course, I have things related to speaking, to business, to DJing, because I have a very nice DJ project and just changed the logo. Investments, about family, about books, about, of course, income. Um, and of course, the theme of this year is execution. So start doing, okay? Maybe not during the call, maybe after the call, you can start doing right now. Use your imagination. And what I advise you to do is to adapt your desired income to your dreams and not the dreams to your current income. This is wrong. Start drawing and involve your family. In the last 2 years, I did this with my big daughter. She's now 9 years old, so we are drawing together. I'm like an older brother, and I'm drawing. I don't have a talent in drawing. Maybe I have, but I didn't develop it because it doesn't um, it doesn't seem appealing to me. But we are drawing together, and it's very fun, right? And it's the kickstart of the creative part without thinking at the goals, things like that. Of course, You will know if you want a Lambo, if you want a house, if you want, I don't know, Amazon stocks. You can put here Amazon stocks. It will be very fun. Next thing, forget about New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions are just marketing words, people. You don't need to be at the beginning of a new year to create your next 365 days or more. This is a secret. So keep it for yourself. No, no, don't keep it for yourself. Share it with other people. You can kickstart the process of creation for something new, which could be the new year, the new something, anytime. It could be in the summer, in the autumn, but like at the beginning of the new year, it's like a certain type of energy, right? And it's very good to do it now. Let's say. And about New Year's resolutions, and if you are you watching this video, you are not part of this category of people because you are a high achiever, right? And we are both high achievers, or we want to become high achievers if we don't have some consistencies. 80% of the New Year's resolutions are partially forgotten until 15th of January and completely dropped until 15th of February. Oh my God, why is that? And we'll we'll uh, we'll look at the reasons. And when you are an entrepreneur, marketer, or professional, you need more than New Year's resolution. Yeah, it's just a word. Mainly, the New Year resolutions are dropped because the changes are very hard sometimes, and most people abandon them. And the first sign of resistance, if you've eaten like a pig for 20 years, it will be impossible in 2 weeks to start eating right, okay? And you will reverse very fast to your old habits. Or maybe you will go to an event, you will be pumped up, but this will last for only 2 days. The process of building your compelling future is very similar with building a business, and it's not quite a child's play. It can be a child's play because we are drawing, but this is only a small part of the process. And what brought you here will not take you there to the next level. So think about what will you do different starting today. And to actually experience the best year in your life, so the next one to be even better than this one. Can you imagine that? Wouldn't it be cool? Absolutely. Think about this. The year has 12 months. Every month has 4 weeks. Every week has 7 days. Every day has 24 hours. And you sleep 6 to 10 hours every day. So daily you have 14 to 18 active hours max. Sometimes I work most of these hours, but don't tell anybody. This, and I'm not a good example. If you want to change the year, start changing or adjusting the daily active hours, the activities you are doing inside of these hours, by repetition and improvement. This will change your days, weeks, months, and as the result, the year will look very different, will become the best year ever, and could become. Forget about time management. This is crap. This doesn't exist. You can manage time, but you have 100 control of your activities. And everybody has 24 hours a day. Doesn't matter if you are in the States, in Europe, in Asia, or somewhere else. And this is something about human nature you need to understand. We can improve everything we are doing, so we can't improve everything we are thinking of doing. It's like those master classes. I was thinking of doing those master classes, but if I want to improve them, if I want to develop them, if I want to become better at speaking, presenting, sharing information, gosh, I have to do those master classes. I have to invest the time in actually doing them and Slowly, slowly, they will become better, 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 and better. Okay? Don't freaking chase the money. Money is always a result. You need to focus on the activities, strategies, and actions which will have as result what you want to achieve on physical, intellectual, emotional, relational, and spiritual level, right? So take some notes. Physical, intellectual, emotional, relational, and spiritual level. Okay? Are we done here? Cool. And always under promise and over deliver. This will please everybody. Give 110%. But in this economic context, 110% is not enough, unfortunately. In fact, you need to provide 10x more value for the money you are receiving from customers, or when you're a professional as a salary from the company, right? So for the money you're receiving, provide 10x value. And sometimes we don't understand this value, and there is a concept called use value. So let's say that you are buying a book, and the price is $10, right? But if that book will help you to earn $20,000 more as the result of reading that book, it means that for you, that book have a use value of $20,000. So from $10 to $20,000. So think at your income and how you can 10x the value you are giving it, the use value of things. Okay, in an attempt to sell more courses, but usually this has as a result selling fake hope to hopeless. Many trainers, coaches, and speakers say that to achieve something great, you just need to buy their formula, which is 100% wrong. It's not enough. It will not produce lasting change, right? Because you don't just need information. Information you can take from a book. You don't need to lose your time watching this masterclass. What you need are seeds to help you towards transformation, which is something totally different. But we people are programmed to look for the shortcuts. And who wants to take the pain of a 2 years MBA when you can have a mini MBA or even a 1 day MBA? These are great marketing concepts for the ones selling them, not for the ones buying them. Who wants to go 6 months to the gym when you can do everything in 1 week using a wonder loophole? Do you know this word, loophole? It's very popular these days. We are looking for loopholes in everything. But also, there is a harsh known truth that 2% of the people own 98% of the money, businesses, and assets, at least on planet Earth. This is like that. The rest of 98% of the people are chasing the 2% of the money, businesses, and assets which are left. How come? No matter if there is crisis or economic boom, those percentages are more or less the same, right? And the high achievers know that to get great results, they need to implement and even do some work. Most people don't want to perform. Yes, that word work, you like it or not? Once your creative thinking is triggered by the drawing of the year, it is time to plan smart and add smart goals on paper or laptop or tablet, depending on what you are using. And of course, failing to plan is actually planning to fail. So, what are the smart goals? When you set a goal, if you just say, "Okay, I want to make $1 million," who doesn't want that? Everybody wants that. Who is achieving that? Or, come on, I want to run a marathon, but I don't want to train. I will train one day before the marathon. Actually, I'm pretty excited about marathons. I've run a few in the recent past, and this year I will run London Marathon in April. I tried for 5 years to get a place at London Marathon, and finally it happened. And of course, I need to do some training. I need to improve the speed. I need to do a lot of improvements and a lot of training until April, right? And um, a smart goal, which is different from a regular goal. Listen, I want to make $1 million, but who cares? I will watch Netflix all day long, and maybe this will help. Maybe I don't think so. And by the way, Netflix is a great company, especially if you have stocks at that company, right? Okay. So S is be thoughtful and specific about what you want to focus on. Specific, okay? Measurable. Pick a goal that is measurable so you can continue monitor your progress. A is from achievable. Set yourself up for success by choosing something that is achievable. Of course, I want to remind you to think big and to dream big. But of course, if you want to go to the moon in the next 6 months, think that oh no, to only to train to go to the moon it will take you 2 years, right? So, but apart from that, you can achieve like anything you can put your mind to. But think about something which is from our world, but anyway, to be something which will scare you, to be out of your comfort zone. Okay. In the same time, be realistic when you're choosing your goal and think about how will affect your day-to-day life. So, for example, if you want to say that in April, when I will run the London Marathon, I want to be number one, to be the fastest, and the timing should be 2 hours and 30 minutes, and my timing now is between 5 and 6 hours. It's not realistic at all, and it's not realistic. Okay, be aggressive and realistic when setting your end time or date. Okay, I want to do this until this time. Knowing there's an end in sight will help you focus and push yourself. But there's a disclaimer here. It can happen because even with all the programming, with all the things, some some goals not to happen exactly in the time frame you are dictating from the start, and you need to give yourself an extension, right? So you say, okay, I want to lose 20 kilos until this date. If you just lost 10, you could say, okay, I'm a failure because I lost only 10. I didn't lose 20. But what you can do is to add an extension. I don't know, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So you will extend a little bit of time. So will still be a smart goal because it's not something like, okay, I didn't do 20, I did only 10, I'm a failure. Gosh, it's not, this is not what how we want to do things, right? So give yourself an extension. You are planning, you are putting goals there, but the plan will be like the plane. The plane going from airport A to airport B, 95% is of course. But at the end, usually the plane will arrive at that airport in that time frame, or with something delay. They are using an extension here, right? But the plane, as the plane, will go, of course, in most of the occasions, right? But the process of planning will make the difference over time. And this is something you need to implement, right? A process of planning. So look at the SMART goals and make your own. Read through the SMART goals descriptions and then Take some time to come up with your own on slide or on paper or on something like that. Fill in the blanks to create your personal proclamations, print them, and post them somewhere away from clutter. You have some clutter on your desk? I have a lot. I wanted to post a picture of my desk on social media, but I said no because I will lose half of my followers. I'm joking. And choose an inspiring place in your home or office that you see every day, or at least make a picture on a tablet or put a print in an agenda you're using. And of course, involve your family and your team and to create goals as a family or as a team. There's no problem with that. Here are some examples. Um, what do you want to achieve this week? And I'm speaking about 3 weeks, right? Week 1, week 2, and week 3. So week 1, if let's say if you want to launch a product or a service, a new product or a new service, perform an updated research of the market this week, right? Explain exactly what you want to accomplish. Look at stats, contact companies, do mystery shoppings with competitors, and so on. How you will be able to measure progress during and or after. Create a daily schedule and check at the end of the day. It is attainable this week, of course, to make the research of the market. It is realistic, absolutely. When do you want to accomplish? By the end of the week, right? Second week, add a new product or service to your portfolio. Start with the idea and look for the best ways to produce, to go from A to B. How you measure, create a daily schedule. Today I'm doing that, tomorrow I'm doing this, and so on. And the third week, design your purple cow for the product. What is purple cow? Is a if you don't know what purple cow is a concept launched by Seth Godin. So to differentiate yourself in the marketplace. So take away a week and think about how you can differentiate yourself from the products of or services of the competitors and start by reviewing your buyer persona. Call your marketing agency or create a sketch of your own. Do some of these. Okay? So, like how a personal goal will look, I, Adrian, will do this by this date. Okay? And don't forget about the extensions. Maybe don't put those extensions by default, but if you don't attain the goal until that time, uh, make an extension, right? Okay, fill in the blanks. Also for the family or team goals. We, the team from the company X, will launch this product of service by, I don't know, 30th of, I wanted to say February, but it will never happen. 30th of March. Okay, we will do this by that. Okay, and also you can make here a lot of things. You can even print something like that in your company. And when you are creating the best year, knowing, having the skill of creating smart goals is important, but it's not all. And what I've told you, you will be able to improve everything you are doing, not everything you are thinking of doing. Oh, there are two freaking different worlds, okay? And and this is the offer I've told you about, and this is something I'm doing for the first time ever. Um, it starts on 15th of January 2019, and you can join the program called 7 Days to Your Best Year and learn in detail to create your absolute best year yet in 7 days, not more than 7 days. You need to allocate like an hour a day for the 7 days, and you will have the blueprint for the year. I don't want to lie you to say that doing this blueprint will make your best year without any other effort. This is just the foundation. You need to put time, you need to put effort, you need to put work, and you need to revise what you are doing, you need to optimize, you need to have a support group and things like that. But um, you will learn some things. People from the 2% owning 98% of the business's money and assets are doing so, are not things known by the people from the 98%, right? Or people who choose to remain in the 98%. So it will not be easy. I don't want to make fake promises, but you will have the system used by the biggest achievers. You will be able to personalize it with your situation, with your life, with your business side, with your relationship side, with your health side. So in 1 week, to do something maybe you didn't do before, to achieve something which was never achieved before. Okay. um, what those 7 days will be about. And by the way, the price is so freaking affordable. You can find and you can join here. This is the link, is https, because I added the SSL certificate to my website. It's adrianniculescu.life.co.uk/visit/link/7 days. Okay, and don't forget, it starts 15th of January 2019. In 24 hours from the purchase, you will receive more details about the program, the structure. You will have also my personal email if you want to ask me anything. It will be something awesome, awesome, awesome. So which will be the 7 days about? Day one, how to adjust the reality to your dreams instead of adjusting the dreams to your reality. Think of the possibilities. This is pretty ninja thing. Maybe you didn't see this as a possibility until now, but yes, you can adjust the reality to your dreams and the specific process to that. Day two, leave behind everything that keeps you stuck and break the connection with the past. Okay. Day three, start living by design and not by default. That's why you are creating your best year. You're creating it. Day four, discover your why, because it is the most important, and usually the how is not your job. Let the universe help you, right? I know some things, but I don't know exactly, piece by piece, how I will be able to impact 1 million people in 2019. But I will work towards that. And I will also do my part, but also will let the universe show me some ropes, some things I don't know. Okay. And day five, implement, make it happen, create an implementation system. That's why in 7 days we are creating together in uh, in live calls, in recorded trainings, the best year. If you can't attend the live calls, no worries. You will have access to a membership area where everything will be recorded. You will have all the materials. No excuse. Day six, you know what? Create, even at the basic level, um, for the next 3 years instead of just one. And this is a huge shift because in our quest for shortcuts, we want to put as many things as 1 year, and we'll achieve um, uh, a part of them. We'll say, okay, it's failure, and next year you will not repeat the process. But um, we human we humans we tend to to want too much from 1 year, but can even conceive what can be achieved in 3 years. It can be totally bonkers. So day six will be for extension from 1 year to 3 years. This will make amazing breakthroughs. And day seven will learn something also game changer, how to start with the end in mind and also unleash the fire within in the process. This with the fire within, it's the title Unleash the Fire Within is the provisional title for the podcast I want to launch this year. And the idea is that my father told me in it was only one time I heard him saying something like that. Okay, Adrian, from your childhood, you had something like I don't know, an internal fire burning, something like that. You couldn't stay in one place. And many of us, we are feeling this fire burning inside. And sometimes what we are doing is very wrong. We are taking medication to um, to shut down that fire, you know. But the fire within you are feeling, it can be your next $1 million venture. It can be your next J.K. Rowling's type of J.K. Rowling's the writer of Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling's type of book bestseller. It can be your career as a singer. It can be um, a great a relationship. It can be anything if you just learn how to work with that fire. And the purpose of the podcast will be to interview. It's a totally separate project, but I'm putting here because I need to implement it. I will speak with a lot of high achievers about how they are working with this fire within, because we need to learn how to work with it, to use it in our advantage, and not to kill it through medications, things like that, because it will be a waste. So, my promise for this exercise in 7 days is that will be something you didn't experience before. And by implementing what we are designing there, so will be some work involved. Sorry, without work, nothing can be achieved. We can achieve awesome results. And of course, will be the best year. Okay? So look again at the link is adrianiculescu.co.uk/visit/link/7 days. After we will start the actually program, the link will go towards something else. This will be an evergreen program after um, uh, uh, the live presentation, but the price will be much higher. And as said, you can do this anytime in the during the year, but the best is to do it now at the beginning of the year. I want to thank you very much for attending this masterclass. We are about 47 minutes in it, which is pretty cool. I would like to invite you to join me on these 7 days. It's like a challenge to create your best year, which um, doesn't have a price in use value, right? And please stay tuned to my social media masterclasses, social media account for the next masterclasses. And of course, if you want to ask me anything, wherever you are seeing this video, so put a comment or ask there, and your comment will reach me. Or use the hashtag Ask Adrian on Twitter or on Instagram, and I will be able to answer one way or the other. Thank you very much. Have a great 2019. Bye.